welcome back to my channel. If you're new, go ahead and hit the subscribe button now and it will send you a notification every time I post a video. But today we'll be doing a tutorial on this look right here. And I'm super excited, you guys. For two reasons. Fall, duh, and two, because I really love the way that this look came out. It just speaks to me. But I hope you enjoy it just as much as I did. So if you want to see how to get this look, just keep watching. So brows are done, but you can now check out my tutorial. I will link that in my description bar below if you want to see how I get these brows. So for today's eye look, I want to go ahead and start with some tape, and I'm just going to take a piece and put it on the back of my hand. That way it's not too harsh on my face, and unstick it. And then I'm going to use the outer corner to my brow as a guide so that it's even on both sides. Next, I'm going to go ahead and prime my eyes using just a concealer and go ahead and setting it with some powder. Using concealer has got to be my favorite way to prime my eyes. This is going to make sure too that the eyeshadow goes on nicely and it lasts all day. And I'm going to take my translucent powder and a blending brush just to set the concealer. That way the eyeshadow will go on there a lot nicer. So for eyeshadow today, no surprise there, I'm going to use Morphe 350M. If you've never heard of Morphe, they're a very inexpensive makeup brand who has eyeshadows, brushes, anything you can think of. And everything is pretty inexpensive. You actually get this whole palette for about $22, which is a great deal. But the palette isn't just cheap, it's also great quality. All their shadows are really good and inexpensive. You'll see I use a lot of Morphe brushes as well because I do have a subscription, so they send me brushes every month, and I'll link that below too if you want to sign up. It's about $20 I believe per month, and you get $30 worth of brushes every single month, which is amazing. So I'm going to go ahead and start with a couple eyeshadows, and I'm going to go ahead and just start from the lightest to the darkest, moving in right on my crease until I'm ready for the darkest color. So for my transitions colors, I'm going to go ahead and use this one right here, this one, and this one. So I'm going to keep it a little bit more of an orangey tone. Of course, it's fall. We want to go ahead and go in with some oranges before we go in with the maroons. So using my Morphe E22, it's just a little bit of a bigger blending brush. So I'm going to dip that into my first color, which is the lightest shade. And I'm going to go right above my crease. Because we're going to use black shadow, I really want you to be able to see all the other colors that I'm using. So I'm going to put that right above my crease and not on my crease. Still just going in with the first shade that I told you guys. I think I'm gonna add this orangey shade first, and then I'm gonna go in with a little bit more of the brown one. Take this just a little bit lower. When I have the most product, I do a little, because this is pretty orangey color, I want to start at the bottom and then move up once most of the product is down here. Now I'm going to go ahead and add this color right here. I'm going back into the more orangey shade. That's what I love about eyeshadow, is that you really could build and add as many colors as you wanted to. Literally, sometimes I'll just play with eyeshadow until I get the exact color that I want. So now that I've gotten more of my orangey and brown shades on my lids. I'm gonna start by adding the maroon shade that I want. So as you can see, this palette has quite a few. I think this is probably one of my favorite right here, and this one. So I'll either use this one, or I think I want to use this one today. And I'm gonna put that right on my crease. And I think I'm gonna go in with a little bit of a smaller blending brush, and this is the Morphe 433. So I'm gonna pack that on right on the crease. Not going too high, but not leaving it too low. Like I told you guys, I wanna be able to make sure that that black really stands out. So I start at the bottom and then I just blend it upwards. So I'm gonna go back in with the M22 that I was using earlier and use the lightest transition shade to make sure that I don't have any maroon, really harsh lines, and blend the oranges and the maroons together. So I'm pretty happy with the way it's looking right now. So I think I'm gonna start moving on to black shadow, which is the fun part. So for black shadow, the best trick I found is using gel liner under it. So I'm gonna show you guys, and I'm using the Maybelline Eye Studio eyeliner, gel liner, and a Morphe M224, and it's just a flat brush. And I'm gonna use that to get the black eyeliner all over the lid. So I always like to use the back of my hand to get most of the excess off. And let me get a mirror because I need a little bit closer look, make sure that I'm getting it right where I need it. So just taking the brush and getting it right where I want. Making sure that I don't take it too high. So I love the tape because I can go in right here and not have to worry about getting it all over the place. So now I'm gonna take some black eyeshadow, and I'm just using the one from my Gwen Stefani palette, but really any black eyeshadow will do. And I'm just gonna go over where I put the eyeliner. Now we can go ahead and start blending some black eyeshadow right above where we've added all that black. And the reason why I add black over the gel liner is because I feel like it makes making those lines smooth a lot easier. So with a smaller blending brush, and I'm using MAC 221, right? Yeah, MAC 221, as you can see, it's just a little bit of a smaller blending brush because I want to have a little bit more control and not go all over the place. So I'm really gonna be conscious of where I'm putting it, keeping it pretty low. So because I have a good amount of black eyeshadow and I don't want my eye look to be completely black, I'm gonna go back into the Morphe palette and I'm gonna go into the more maroon shade. And I'm gonna blend some of this out with the same brush I use, which is the M433. As you blend, you'll see that you're gonna lose some color, or really like the colors that you're going for. It just takes a lot of playing around, so don't worry. Mostly when you're working with these dark shadows, just keep on blending and adding more color as you see fit. So now that we have blended away, we're ready to take this tape off, and you're gonna see the magic. Oh yeah, that is exactly what I want right there. So I'm gonna take, I have a ton of black fallout as you can see. So I'm gonna take a makeup wipe, and I like using the makeup remover wipes from Neutrogena. And before I move on to the face, I'm gonna go ahead and put some Huda lashes in Scarlett number 7. I thought these lashes were gonna be too crazy, but honestly, they look great with this eye look. For primer today, I'm gonna be using the Step 1 by Makeup Forever, and this is the Skin Equalizer. Probably one of my favorite primers for sure. And for foundation today, I'm gonna be using L'Oreal Infallible Pro Glow, and I'm gonna put that on the back of my hand, and with a damp beauty blender, just get all the product on there. And now for concealer, I'm gonna use one of my favorites right now. Ever since I got it on my haul, I've been using it non-stop, and that's the NARS Radiant Creamy Concealer. Yeah, why I waited so long to get this, I don't know. And a little trick I learned, because I've been using this so much, I'm almost out, or I thought I was, but then I removed the stopper, and that really helps get a lot of the product out of there. A little bit on my nose, forehead, and chin. And again, with the damp beauty blender, I'm just gonna blend this out. You guys, it just blends so beautifully, and it's such a high coverage concealer, which I love. You can already see how much brightness that concealer has brought to my face after putting the foundation on. Now I'm gonna go ahead and set my under eye with the Laura Mercier translucent powder that I absolutely love. I'm gonna bake a little bit under the eye, because once we go in with some more color under there, it's gonna help to keep any fallout. Now to finish the eyes, we're gonna go ahead and put some of the same colors we used on the top we're gonna use on the lower lash line. So I'm gonna start again, same way. I'm gonna go in with the lightest color and using an M431. I'm gonna use this brush first to add all the transition colors. What I'm doing here is smoking out that lower lash line, and then I'm gonna add the black here in a second. M508, I'm gonna go in now with a little bit of the black. And I'm really just gonna add some of the black shadow on my waterline, but you can also use some black liner for this, of course, and then just smudge out the black liner with some black eyeshadow. I'm gonna go back in with some of our transition shades and smudge the black out. This time taking it all the way to the inner corner of my eye. I think I'm happy with the way that it looks now, so I'm gonna go ahead and contour and put some blush on and highlights, of course, and I'll be right back. Alright guys, so that completes this look. I love it. I love the way that it came out, and I hope you guys did too. Don't forget to like it if you want to see more videos like this. Leave me any questions in the comments if you have any questions at all. And of course, don't forget to subscribe. You'll get a notification letting you know when I post a new video. And yeah, I will see you next time.